Reason why I say not only don't trust nobody, but especially in prison. Story time and an example of what I'm saying. It was brought to my attention yesterday that somebody I talked to online, okay, he was a viewer who's slowly becoming like one of my, friends. We got our visionaries community. Shout out to y'all. Got people who just watch us and we never talk. They don't never drop comments, but they, view our stuff. That's cool. They're all kind of different classifications. That's kind of neither here nor there. You all right?
Yeah, I just burnt my finger.
You need help?
No, I'm alright.
The
Sorry for doing that, but
No, you're good. You're good. She just knows I'm recording. If it ain't serious. So I won't even clip that out. I'll just keep this authentic. That's what I want y'all to know. And I'm gonna continually being myself no matter where I go with what's been going on. But anyways, so check this out. I'm gonna leave names out of this for multiple personal reasons. He sent me a screenshot and said, and he showed me something, and he wasn't even really sure I knew this person, but this person who used to be my bunkie, right, was a snake in the grass, and I never knew it. I'm gonna go into details why. He showed me a message, and it said, immediately, dude was trying to throw dirt on my name and dog on me and act like he was better than me, which makes no sense. And I'm gonna make it make sense, though, as to why that is. He wrote him and said, that dude, because he seen him dropping comments on my videos. Now, mind you, this dude's home from prison, never contacted me, never let me know he's watching my videos. This is why I say you never know who's watching you when you're a content creator. Without ever contacting me, seen that the other dude was interacting, and he immediately wrote him and said, hey, Packy was my bunkie. He's not built like us, this and that. And that's all he said. And then he told dude, I know who you are. I've heard about you, blah, blah. Pretty much just kissing dude's ass, but trying to tell that they're different than me. Now, mind you, you guys know I ain't got no filter. I don't ever sugarcoat anything. I keep it all the way real. Just like I'm not even editing this video. I try to be as authentic as I can. And it's got me a far way in 18 months. Telling you guys my truth and a lot of things that I'm not proud of and that was embarrassing that a lot of other people would lie about has helped get me where I'm at. Grateful for that. But what he did was, dude was solid and wrote him back and sent me a screenshot saying, I don't care about none of that. I like dude because he doesn't try to act like something he's not. Thanks, though. Thanks for trying to look out, though, whatever. And he hit him back with a perfect comeback. Now, okay, so check this out. Dude was at Trumbull together. I already know that his mom lives like a mile from me in apartments. When we was in there, we was in 12 East. 12 East is all gang dropouts and check-ins. Very, very seldomly would they put somebody in there who wasn't there for that reason. Like, even when the hole was leaving, if there was a room on the compound, but only in there, they'd tell you, like, hey, we can't put you nowhere. You got to stay a few days, or let us figure it out. We'll call RIB and see if anybody's going to the hole, shit like that. Because people had to request to go over there. You either had to have your gang mad at you, or you just straight up flat out checked in. When I got over there, this is where it gets fucked up. The shit that I did for this person and why it lightweight hurt me, which I'm not going to give it no more space in my head after this. I'm just going to vent, talk about it, and you move past it. I don't even care. When I moved over there, dude seen me as soon as I got in the block. The folks over there pulled up on me and talked to me. A couple of them locked up with me. We was knocking and doing our 1-2, our little handshakes. And it was like a misfit thrown together group of the guys. I'm not going to lie. Not even to be funny or disrespectful, but like I just said, they were all over there for a reason, right? But it was cool because, I mean, I have a lot of shit going on in my own life at this time. I am no better than the next person. I'm a strange, weird misfit myself. Maximus, he's having a nightmare. Maximus. Maxie has night terrors too. So All right, I'm getting way thrown off with this. So as soon as I get to talking to dude, right, the first thing he says on the first day is, yo, I know we know a lot of the same people. I'm from Trumbull County. You're gonna put two and two together. He goes, I used to be a GD, but I don't want nobody in this block knowing. He's like, you cannot let blah blah blah. He's like, but I already know you know so and so. If you ever hear that, put it together. I seen you talking to them. Nobody could know that I was folks. I'm like, all right, I got you. So I kept it as a secret. As time went on, we became what I consider to be decent. You know, we got kind of close as bunkies. I lived in there for like 4 months. This is the last bunkie I had before going home. Some of y'all remember a while back I made a video. They said, what'd you do your first day out? And I had to make it a part of it where I sent my bunkie some money. I paid his debt. Now, he liked smoking tune. I was into strip. We had opposite habits. Once in a while, I'd hit the stick a few times and then lay down and go to bed, but only if the doors was locked and it was nighttime. And it was mostly only if I didn't have no strip, if it dried up. I didn't like that shit. It made me feel funny. I got PTSD and bipolar type 2, so it reacts to my brain different. He would just sit there on the edge of the bed just nodding out for like a long time period. But he looked at him like that. And a lot of people told me he was a maggot too. They were like, yo, your bunkie's wishy-washy, bro. Like, be careful with him. I'm like, all right. But he didn't seem like that to me, you know? So when I went to leave, he owed $30. And I'm like, well, to somebody. And they weren't going to give him nothing else until he paid that debt. But he couldn't get a hold of his mom or his sister. So he was like trying to figure it out. And I'm like, listen, I go home tomorrow. They're giving me $75 at the door. I'm lucky, blessed, and grateful that I got Monique, my mom, my brother. She had shoes for me. She had a phone for me. My homie Dylan told me he was going to give me $150, which he did. My homie Freddie G was giving me $40, which he did. You know, I have a lot of people that fuck with me. Even though I burn bridges, not even to toot my own horn, but I've always been a people person and, you know, popular with our friend group in our city. I love that. So I tell him, I'll pay it out the state's money. $75. All right, I could put some good karma in the world. I'll send the 30 out of the 75. They're like, yeah, okay. Dude laughed, wrote it on paper, handed it to me, and looked at him and was like, bro, okay. Walked away. Because who would really do that is what they're thinking. And he was like, man, don't tell me that and I'll do it. I did it. I got out. I did it. Now, the third thing is I actually almost got violated by even writing him to tell him by my PO. I downloaded the app, getting out. I wrote him, hey, I sent that money. I just wanted to let you know. I also got in contact with some of our guys from other blocks too. And even though I had already went off count and fell back at this time, tried to, but it seemed like everybody kept pulling me into it. Like I just couldn't get away from that life. But anyways, I would contacted them. It wasn't even no ill will. They're like, listen, bro, I'm in here. One of them anyways. I'm in here. You ain't got to write me, bro. I still got 2-3 years left. Just go see your family. I'm like, I just wanted to let you know, I'm out here the last couple of days. I feel guilty, bro. I feel like I left y'all behind. Because it's a weird form of like survivor's guilt in a way. Walk out and leave people that you've been bidding with and being at war with and all this crazy mandatory shit you're doing. Workouts and all this different shit. So during that, I got to hurry up. During that process, my PO found it. She got mad, but then she said, look, you're doing great. You already got a job. You passed your drug test. She was like, I'm going to delete this app. Don't ever contact nobody else while you're on parole. So I done sent, bro, $30. I done got in trouble for downloading the app and took a ticket for him. I left that part out. I had 2 weeks left. They found wine that he was holding for somebody else, by the way. I looked at the CO right immediately without anybody saying anything. I said, that's mine. Because I had 2 weeks left. I didn't want dude to get a ticket. And I even kept his secret for him that day. That's 4 things. Look what he did to me. He's right. I don't want to be like him.